after night, every single day of the week. And this excruciating process continued for 3 long years. Imagine. Just imagine what this pain, this agony, this misery, this sense of hopelessness could have done to a child at a tender age of 11. It could very well have crushed his dreams. It could have stopped his ambitions. It could have stopped him from working hard and focusing at his goal. But the question is, did all these pains and miseries stop the kid from focusing on his goals? The answer is no. And the reason is because that child had a dream to become the best in his field, probably the best ever. And today, that kid has grown and is 29 years of age. And we know him as Lionel Messi. This, my friends, is what I call the power of dreams. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam had rightly said, the dream is not something which you see while you sleep, but dream is something which does not let you sleep. And history has given us countless number of examples where great people had great dreams. And they followed their dreams with great passion and conviction. And they all became what I call legends, the greats. For instance, J.R.D. Tata had a dream. He had a dream to build an empire, a company so big, so huge that it would become an envy of the world. And today, the Tata Group, the company, is indeed one of the best companies one can think about. In a very similar fashion, Sachin Tendulkar had a dream. And his dreams made us all dream about winning the World Cup. And we indeed did win the World Cup, didn't we? Usain Bolt had a dream. Jim Carrey had a dream. And do I even need to mention what these great people did with these great dreams and became the living legends? Now, all these examples and stories make me believe on one thing, that a single dream, when followed with passion and conviction, is more powerful than 1,000 realities.
April 28, 1963 was a defining moment in the American civil rights movement when Martin Luther King Jr. addressed and moved a crowd of 250,000 people. And his famous words were, "I have a dream." So here we are as group number 4, and we too have dreams. Have a look.
This is Sarvapriya, and I have a dream. I want to open a football academy.
This is Swati, and I have a dream. I want to be an adventure sports coach.
This is Siddharth, and I have a dream. I want to open a coaching institute.
This is Saravanan, and I have a dream. I want to build a house on top of a hill and live there alone.
This is Ishu, and I have a dream. I want to be a sports broadcaster.
This is Nupur, and I have a dream. I want to master different forms of Indian classical dance.
So, okay, friends, our dreams, they might seem naive or sound childish, but to tell you the truth, that's the beauty of it. It knows no bounds. It knows no logic. Sometimes it might not even make sense to us, but and might even seem irrational. But is it really the case? I'll leave you all to decide on that. Now, I'd like to ask you to look around. All of us who are sitting here in the premier B school of the country, we are here privileged with the right to education, the right to equality, the right to freedom of speech. And all this was made possible just because our freedom fighters did not give up their irrational or seemingly impossible dream of a free India. Again, I'd like you to look around and tell me what you see in the room. The room seems well lit. AC seems to be working. The computers are working perfectly fine. Again, who made it possible? It was a young boy named Nikola Tesla who, instead of going to the decided path of being a priest, he decided to rather follow his unconventional dream of becoming an engineer, and he gave us alternating current, induction motor, wireless electricity, remote controls, and whatnot. Coming on to the present day Tesla, the iconic entrepreneur and innovator, Elon Musk. He has again revolutionized the world with his companies like SpaceX, Hyperloop, Tesla Motors, etc. That man has a dream to colonize Mars. Now, it may seem irrational, but again, we are moving towards that dream faster than we could ever have imagined. Also, look at the other things around you, like your flip phones, your iPads, 3D printers, self-driving cars, hoverboards, etc. The things that were once present in sci-fi movies, they are now a reality, and they tell us the power of dreams. However, I'd like to mention one more thing. For the power of dreams to come true, you've got to work towards it. Because as has rightly been said, if you don't work to build your dreams, someone else would hire you to build theirs. More on this by Siddharth.
So every person has a dream. So why some people are able to achieve it and some not? Let us explore this by a 5-step process. The first step is the dream itself. Dream should be unrestricted, without any boundaries. It is often said, dream higher than the skies, dream deeper than the oceans. In other words, aim high. To end up big, you have to start small. You need to make a sequential and a structural plan in order to direct yourself towards your dream. Now you have a plan, you have a dream. What next? Between dreams and reality lies your actions. You need to improvise upon your plans to take actions. Let me warn you guys, while implementing your actions, you will face hardships. Things may not get along as you thought. You may get demotivated, but this is a critical stage. If you fail at this stage, you will lose your dream. I'm pretty sure that if you follow these 4 processes, you will be able to achieve your dream. Nevertheless, it is always better to fail while trying on your dream rather than living a life you don't want or even not trying upon your dream. To sum it up, I would say a dream written down with a date becomes a goal. When a goal is broken down into steps, it becomes a plan. And when a plan is backed by actions, it will help you achieve your dreams. I will give you a classic example of the power of dreams. Keroli Takex. He was a part of Hungarian army in the 1930s. In 1936, he was a champion shooter, winning all the national championships. He dreamt of a gold in Olympics for his country. But in 1938, he met with an unfortunate accident. His shooting arm was gone in a grenade explosion. But he did not give it. He started practicing with his left hand, came back again in 1939, and won all the national championships again, dreaming of an Olympic gold in 1940. But unfortunately again, in 1940 Olympics did not take place due to the Second World War. He did not give it up again. Tried for the 1944 Olympics. But unfortunately, in 1944, Olympics did not occur again due to the Second World War. But he did not give it again. In 1948, at the age of 38, he won the 25-meter rapid-fire pistol event. He went on to win another gold in 1952 Olympics. He was the 3rd Olympian to have been physically disabled and have won gold. This is the power of dream. Kept him alive, kept his persistence alive, kept the fire in him alive.
And we want to achieve it, and we are motivated to it. But this motivation just goes off after some time. Why? Okay, let's leave about that. But I am going to give you some techniques so that you are able to achieve your dream. Before that, we will understand some basic theories how our mind works. According to Sigmund Freud, he suggested a structure of mind, a theory on structure of mind. It has 3 layers. First is the conscious, then the subconscious, and the unconscious mind. We all know about the conscious mind. That is what we do presently, our awareness level. That anything we do now, right now, what our thoughts are thinking right now is the conscious. And subconscious is that we may do something, but we won't be focusing on it. Might have seen people like who will be using their mobile, but they will be walking, opening the door. They'll go, they'll sometimes eat, and they come back with the phone in hand. So that is the subconscious mind. And then third comes the unconscious mind, which is the most important. See, our behaviors, we sometimes tell people to be short-tempered, some people to be cool, aggressive, everything. Thus, behavior comes from the unconscious mind. Okay, enough of theory. I'll give you an example. One of the German chemists named August Kukela, he was like involved in a research project on benzene. And he was finding it very difficult to discover the structure of benzene. And he was worried about it. One day on his dream, what he saw was, he visualized atoms dancing around him and linking to each other. He suddenly woke up and he wrote the dream on a paper. Still, he wasn't able to understand it. And on another day, he had a dream in which a snake was circling continuously around it. And what happened was that at one point, that snake caught his tail, as seen in this picture. Then he consolidated and composed his thoughts, and he made the theory, which is the cyclic structure of benzene. Thus, this is how your dreams will help you achieve your target or problems. Now we have seen the theory and we have seen the example. Now let us look at the techniques. The technique is pretty easy. That 21-day technique. What we have to do is that before you go to sleep every day, just lie on your bed, relax, clear your mind, take deep breath, and visualize your dream. Your dream has to be very clear. Just visualize it and then can sleep off. Do this for 21 days. And what happens after 21 days is your dream gets fixed into your unconscious mind. And after that, whatever you do, your behavior will be focused towards achieving your dream. So I hope this will help you all.
Well, we've had enough of this technical stuff, right? Now let's move on to something lighter. Just have a look at this pic. These are dreams, things that we want to materialize, we hope against hope. That, these things should materialize in real life, but in the real world situations, they never happen. Dreams that give you the leverage to spend a moment, that moment of bliss, to break the daily monotony of life, to be like your superhero, to move away, to let away from the daily boring usual stuff of life, and be what you want actually. Next pic. Okay, now have a look at this pic. I think many of us will relate to this. Recall a situation in any class, post-lunch, where you feel asleep. You are dreaming about this fantastic date that you want to go with this beautiful girl in your heart. But you're daydreaming, right? Many of us, in their own chimerical world. Well, we dream about our friends, our family, people we are close to. We live with them, we love them, we laugh over them, we laugh the hell out of them. Look at this picture. Now, such is the power of subconscious mind that it showcases the events and the happenings in a life, on a daily basis whenever we go to sleep. It does not let go or does not leave us off the hook. And we have the Dream Emporium. Now, let's just quickly analyze the various daily life dreams that we have and their interpretations. Okay, now we've had this dream where we are involved in an accident or we are driving down a hill or, down a cliff. Now, what it means that we feel powerless about a situation that we really want to grab hold of, but we are not able to. Now, personally, I always feel this whenever I want to hit the gym. Now, going on to the second part. Last. 3 previous. Now, the second dream is, I think I've had this dream throughout my mid-semesters. dream of waking up of a bad score or bad marks in an examination or something like that. It represents that we are in a situation where we are going to be tested, but literally we are not prepared for it. Now, folks, beware, summer is coming. Now, for the third part of it, I've always had this dream, I've had this dream of Gaurav chasing me downhill from J landing, right up till Milma. Now, what it represents is that there are things that have overwhelmed us, things that we're not able to, come up with. I think for me personally, as a PGP 1, in IMK is still going about like this. Handing over to Nupur.
So, let us talk about what we see in our dream. So, anybody here would like to share what they see in their dreams? Okay, these include goals, achievements, love, maybe relationship, etc. Goals, dreams gives us direction. Dreams act as a compass and help us to choose the right path. But sometimes, fantasy overwhelms individuals and makes it obsession. For example, if we talk about the cases like rape cases, acid attacks, etc. Here, it is a need to understand the line between fantasy, obsession, and dream. Dreams are not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. Before our dream come true, we have to have some dream. So, the only place where the dream becomes, it is our mind. Mind is our limit, and as long as mind can envision that it can envision the fact that we can do something, we can do it. When I dream, I think I am rehearsing my future. So, life has no shortcuts. We have to work as hard as we can, and these are the dreams which differentiate us from others. If we give up our dream, we give up our hope, and if we give up our hope, we give up our life. So, we would like to end our PPT with a small video.
Thank you. Now we are open to questions.